In this video tutorial, we are looking into JavaScript alert, confirm, and prompt. Okay, the reason why we actually want to learn about these things is that most of the examples that we are going to be testing will be using these three things. Okay, so the earlier we learn them, the better for us so that we can be using it in implementing everything or testing some stuff in our class. Okay. So what is JavaScript alert? JavaScript alert is used to display a result, okay, that requires the user's attention. And the user cannot do anything without attending to this alert. Okay, whenever you use alert, it will display a result, and that result needs the user's attention to press OK, just to display a message to the user, and it makes sure that the user never ignores that message. Okay, back to the previous example we are doing, we says alert, as you can see here. If I refresh the page, see that this text will not even load. The page will continue loading, waiting for the user to attend to this guy, which is this alert. Without attending to it, the user can't do anything here. The page isn't even loading. Okay, I say okay, the page now loads. What about let me just remove this variable stuff. Okay, what about if I carry this script? Like I said, you can put this script anywhere as long as you didn't put it outside the HTML. What about if I put this script under before this h1? Okay, after this h1, what do you think will happen? Let's check and see. Okay, I refresh. It's not showing. Okay, I know why it's not showing. I am trying to alert a variable that is not existing. Okay, in alert, you can just write what you want to write alert inside here, assuming you are not using a variable. I can say I want to alert welcome to my website. You notice that this thing is a strange. Okay, so I put it into a quote. Okay, welcome to my website, right? Okay, I can just combine it just like the way we do in variable. I can say plus 600. Okay, instead of assigning a variable to this value, I just alert this value directly. This will work. Okay, let me say 2021. Okay, I want to alert welcome to my website in 2021. Okay, let me alert it now. Okay, before I do that, you notice that we have the header 1 before this JavaScript message. Okay, let's alert this time around. You see that header 1 is not even showing because we have alert. So you have to attend to this alert before you now even view what is already written before this JavaScript. Okay, so let me still move this thing to the top. Okay, it will still show the same thing. Okay, alert will show before. So alert draws your attention that you have to read this, attend to it before any other thing in your web page. Okay, that is the function of alert. In alert, like I said, you can put your value directly like this in quotes. If it is alphabet, you can now concatenate it or join it with plus, just like the way we do in variable. You can equally do some calculations here. You can say something like this: 300 times 2, like this. Inside this alert, it will now alert what? 600, because 300 times 2 is 600. Okay, let's test it. Okay, as you can see, so in alert, you can do some little calculation inside it. You can join alphabet and number together, just like the way we did in variable. Okay, that is for alert. Let me comment this guy. Okay, what else do we have in the list? We have confirm. Okay, in confirm, we are using it to a kind of get some data from the user. And the confirm have a provision where you display the question that you want to use to get this data from a user. For example, let me say is it confirm? Prompt. Let me talk about prompt before I move to confirm. I know why I want to do that. Okay, prompt here, you're using it to get a data from the user. Yes, when you get that data, you can now use that data to do some calculations or some stuff if you want to, or you can equally store the data somewhere as time goes on. So in this prompt, we use it to get a data from the user and equally display the question that we want to use to get that data from a user. Okay, let me say prompt. Okay, prompt accepts two values. The first value here goes here, and the second value goes after with the comma separated. Okay, this is how prompt work. Let me kind of comment this so that you use it to understand the format I'm trying to explain. Okay, let me say I say prompt. Okay, put my opening and closing bracket, end with semicolon. Then inside it now, the first value is in quotes, usually in quote. Both of them are usually in quote. Okay, so I have my quote like this. This first value carries the question you want to ask. Okay, this second value carries the answer. Okay, for instance, I can say, what is your name? With question mark. Okay, since I leave this answer empty, I am expecting the user or the visitor to fill this answer here. I can as well as go on and fill this answer. Let us test this code. Okay, you see I have this now. What is your name? Providing a space for the user to put the answer. Let's say the person says my name is Benjamin. Okay, and he now submits. Okay, now in our code we are not doing any calculation actually here. That's why we are not even getting the data and doing any calculation with it. But when the person queue in that Benjamin, the Benjamin now goes here. Okay, it now goes here. But I can equally answer the question for the person by writing the Benjamin here. Okay, let me test this code. Okay, are you now seeing now what is your name? Are you now seeing what I just imputed there? Benjamin. Okay, the person can add more or he can remove this. Okay, and can even submit an empty null. Okay, because I have not written actually a code that will check whether it is empty or not. Okay, this is for prompt. Another thing about this prompt, if for example, instead of me doing something like this, giving you an empty value, expecting you to fill and be writing this, it is better I just do it like this. Just ask the question and leave that place even without writing anything. Once I ask the question, what some computer see is prompt, he knows that I'm trying to prompt something from the user, so he will just display this question and expect the user to write stuff. Okay, let me refresh. You see what I have. What is your name? Giving you a space. So what I'm trying to say is this. This thing and this thing. They are just the same thing. Okay, this and this, they are just the same thing depending on the one you feel like using. But me, I normally do this anytime I want to fill something for you in that your answer box. Okay, that's the only time I did this. If I don't want to fill anything for you, I just write my question and leave it like this. So it now depends on the one you prefer or on the one you want to use. Okay, you see the first one I have shown, the first one that has try, I click OK. The second one shows. Okay, so what actually happens is that this shows first, after this now shows. I can actually add alert and it will now show. Assuming I add alert here, and say hello world in quotes. Remember, hello world. Okay, coming back to my code, the first one that has try will show, second one that has empty shows hello world, now shows the prompt. Okay, so that's how this works. Okay, now let's move to confirm. Okay, after confirm, now we are going to use these three guys to design a simple program. Okay, let me comment these guys as well. Okay, in confirm, we use it to ask a question like yes or no, a yes or no question, right? But what really happened here is that confirm doesn't actually show yes or no, rather it will show okay or cancel, whereby the okay stands for yes and the cancel stands for no. Okay, let me say just to confirm. Okay, it says confirm. Are you, let me just ask a question. How do you see the website? How do you see this code? Okay, how do you see this code? You see this now. If I refresh, you see I have okay and cancel. This is for confirm. Okay simply means you says yes. Cancel simply means you says no. Okay, then back to this code now. Assuming I'm using alert, alert will only use okay. Okay, the difference between alert and confirm is that alert will say only okay, just to display something for you. Okay, you see alert says okay, but confirm have okay and cancel, whereby the okay is yes and the cancel is no. Okay, back to our code. You see it now, okay and cancel. Okay, now let's use these things now to write a code. Okay, what programming language do I want to write? The programming language I want to write is a small stuff that will ask you your name, ask you your year of birth. It will now confirm your year of birth before it will a kind of display your age. Okay, let me just write the what we need here. Okay, let me say we are writing a program. This program needs your name, okay, your year of birth. Okay, it now confirm your year of birth. Okay, after confirming your year of birth, it now displays your age, right? It now displays your age. Additional information here that we are going to tackle is that it will not accept null as a name. Okay, also it will not accept null as a year of birth. Okay, I think that's all we need. Okay, that's all we need. What I mean by null is that whenever it asks you your name, if you write nothing, it will not accept it. Whenever it asks you your year of birth, if you write nothing, it will not accept it. Whenever he was trying to confirm your year of birth, if you say no, it will ask you your year of birth again. It will say no, it will ask you your year of birth again. Okay, let me still write it here. If you say no at confirm, it will ask the year of birth again, the year of birth again. Okay, this is how you do stuff before you start writing your program, so that you will understand fully what you want to write. Okay, the first programming language, the first thing to do now is to write the one that will ask you your name. Okay, and this name we are going to store it in a variable, so that anytime we need to call that name, we'll call the name. Okay, so for us to do that, inside our JavaScript, we'll now create a variable. We call this variable name, but you can use any name of your choice as the variable name. Okay, here now we try to prompt. Okay, we now prompt and says, what is your name? Okay, since I'm not writing anything, I'll just put it like this, end with semicolon. Okay, so whatever thing you entered will be stored in this variable. Whatever thing you entered will be stored in this variable. Okay, let me test this code. It says, what is your name? If you say that your name is Paul, okay, automatically this Paul has been stored in this variable name. Now if I want to display your name, I have to now alert this variable name. Okay, let me just test this out. If you write your name, it will be stored here. Then I will now alert this variable and your name will show. Okay, I refresh. I say, what is your name? You say your name is Benjamin. Okay, if I click OK, which means I have, you see it now shows Benjamin, which is being stored in this variable name. What about you click cancel? What is your name? You write something and click cancel. You see it says null because nothing is being stored here. You not click OK to store this value, rather you click cancel. That's why we have this. Okay, like we said, we don't want to store null value in any way. Okay, whenever you did not write something, for instance, this kind of shows what is your name, you click OK without writing anything. Okay, doesn't want to accept it. What about when you click cancel? It doesn't want to accept it. Okay, that draws us for a little if statement, which I will try to write. But if you don't really understand that if statement, you have to relax. When we tackle if statement, okay, we will now do that. Okay, let me say if okay, what I will do now is to avoid confusion, let us assume, okay, let us assume that the users are following our instructions. Okay, let us assume, because if I start writing this if statement now, I think it will bring more confusion for those who doesn't really understand if statement, and for the new beginners, because I have my intention of teaching the if statement, because I actually have it in the skill that we are learning, okay, in the list of the things that we are going to learn in JavaScript. So if I start now to discuss more about it, I think it might confuse some others. So let me just remove this, guys. Okay, let me keep it pending. I will come to this soon whenever we tackle if statement. Because of this, let me move it inside here. Okay, let me move it here. In JavaScript, we comment like this with double line. Once I write this, anything I put in between them is a comment. Okay, so let me write, I will do this. I will do this after teaching if statement. Okay, Okay, anytime after teaching if statement, we'll come back to this code and we'll tackle this. Okay, I will now use the if statement that I have just taught to finish up the validation of this program. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, let's assume that everything went fine like we said here. It will ask for your name, it will ask for your year of birth, confirm your year of birth, now display your age. Okay, the first one is asking for your name. Like I said, let me remove this to avoid confusion. Once you write your name goes here. Okay, we are assuming that the user will follow instruction, right, without any stuff. Now you write your name. Now the second thing to do now is to write your year of birth. Okay, I will call it DOB, date of birth. Okay, I will say what is your year of birth. Okay, whatever thing you write here comes in as your DOB. I'm storing it here. For instance, look at what we have. The first one is your name, you write your name. Second one is your year of birth, you write it. Okay, so when you write your name, we'll store it here. Year of birth, we'll store it here. Then the third one now is to confirm your date of birth, that is your year of birth. Okay, we'll now use this confirm. Okay, writing something like this. Are you sure you are born in? Then I give a space. Okay, end this with semicolon. Then I have to join my variable with this string by using the plus like we thought before. Then put this. Okay, then join it again, now in quote, using my question mark. Okay, look at what I mean. This will show in that confirmation, this will show, give a space, now show what you put as your year of birth. Okay, now I'm now using this plus, okay, to join this. After showing, it will now add the question mark to this. Okay, remember this question mark is in quote, so this will display with space. Your year of birth will now display. Now the quote will now display. Remember, this quote will have no space, so that's why it will be very close to this your year of birth. Okay, let's test this code and see. I refresh. It says, what is your name? You say your name is Benjamin. You click OK. What is your year of birth? You say your year of birth is 1940. It will now start to confirm. Are you sure you are born in 1940? Okay, this is the code here. Are you sure you are born in? Okay, with a space, then the 1940 you put and your question mark. Okay, back to the result again. You see we have a space, 1940, and the question mark doesn't have any space because in the code there is no space here. Okay, assuming you says yes, we now kind of do the calculation and know your year of birth. The way we do it, we now have a variable called your age. We are now saying that your age is what? 2021 minus your year of birth will give us your age. Okay, when we minus 2021 from your year of birth, assuming you are born in 1940, what we are having now is your age, and your age will stored here. We are now going to alert this result for you. Okay, we are going to say a kind of dear. Okay, dear, we give a space now. Okay, let me end with semicolon. Now we have our plus. Okay, then we have your name. Okay, we now have plus again in quote. Now we give a small space before we start writing. We now say you are a space. Okay, I will explain. We will give a plus now. We now write this. We give a plus now. We now give a space here. We now says years old. Okay, let me explain what I have here. Okay, this is very simple. We now says dear, assuming you write Benjamin from here. We now says dear Benjamin, you are your age now maybe 24, okay, years old. It will now write there, give a space, write the name that you have inputted here, give a space here, write you are, give a space here, write your age, give a space here, now write years old. So assuming you put Benjamin and your age is 20 after this calculation, it now says dear Benjamin, you are 20 years old. Okay, this is how we do this stuff. As you can see, you just have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code that will ask you your name, ask your year of birth, confirm your year of birth. Okay, now do the calculation and the kind of display the result. Okay, let's remember here we are assuming that the user is following instruction. Okay, let me refresh. You ask the user your name, assuming the user display his name without clicking cancel. Okay, that's what we are assuming here until when we learn if statement that will be checkmating all those things. You say your name is Benjamin. It will not ask you what is your year of birth. You say you are born in 1970. It will not calculate and give you your year of birth. It now says, okay, first of all is to confirm. Are you sure you are born in 1970? You says yes, which is okay. It now says, dear Benjamin, you are 51 years old. Okay, so that is how we use this alert, prompt, confirm, and alert to do a very simple program. Remember, when we learn if statement, we are going to be validating all these things. Thank you guys. Bye bye.